Workout is sponsored by and brought to you by BNR Off-Road. That's right, BNR Off-Road. Introducing first, Zach Davis.
Birds flying high.
Zach Davis making his Griggs Entertainment, Coleman Kickboxing Entertainment debut. Griggs Entertainment, this is an MMA fight.
Sun in the sky.
Coming out to a little bit of Michael Bublé is Zach Davis. I like the choice.
Breeze drifting on by.
I always like when guys walk out to songs that aren't super serious to kind of try to get their mindset out of the fight.
All right, let me ask you guys a question then. Like, honestly, if I were to fight again and come out to John Cena's intro music, would you root for me to get knocked out, or would you want me to win?
I'm pro Cena.
All right, let's go.
It'd be better if it were CM Punk, though.
Zach Davis, who fought 39 days ago up in Newcastle, making the walk again. You see Drake Hope in his corner, getting ready to come out here and throw some hands against a hometown hero in Jesse Voightschild. Davis, a big experience. Well, he's got 1-1, but he's a fighter, man. 5'10", 145 pounds. Tyler, for Zach Davis, what's going to be his keys to victory tonight?
Zach Davis's keys to victory tonight is going to be to use your experience here against Jesse. You've been in the cage and he hasn't, so Zach Davis is going to look to dictate the fight and where it needs to go. He's going to want to take the crowd of it because he's fighting against a hometown guy. Jesse brings a lot of supporters with him, so Zach Davis is going to look to take them out of the fight early.
Zach Davis walking into the Griggs Entertainment octagon for the very first time.
Sleep in peace when day is done. That's what I need. And the soul.
Zach Davis certainly looks ready to go.
And his opponent.
You could say he's feeling good.
Jesse Voightschild out of Linton, Indiana. A local football star making his MMA debut, training with Corey King and Garrett Mason. You can hear the crowd go wild for Jesse, obviously a hometown favorite. And Zach enjoys being the underdog, it looks like. So Cody, with Jesse's first time in the cage, what's going to be his keys to victory tonight?
He just has to enjoy it. He's been under the lights on a football field, so this is no different than that. He's been under the lights. He's had pressure put on him before. He needs to not wait. He cannot hesitate in this fight. Zach has had 2 fights. He's been in there. He knows what he's doing. Jesse just needs to get comfortable and figure out what route he wants to take this fight.
Kind of as an unknown. You don't know how good his striking. You don't know how good his grappling is. Zach Davis just fought a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu guy not too long ago, so you got to think he's well-rounded and fresh coming off of a recent fight. So it's going to be interesting. Like you said, Cody, how is Jesse Voightschild going to handle the bright lights of the Zorah Shrine?
Jesse is very physically strong. I've grappled him 1 time, and he has a lot of strength to him.
He's built like a little mini Mike Tyson. Big traps, big abs, big chest. See if we put it all together tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Fighting out in the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, standing at 5'10" tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Fighting out of Spiceland, Indiana, Zach Davis. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a brawler, standing at 5'8" tall. He weighed in 145 pounds, making his MMA debut, fighting out of Linton, Indiana. Give it up for Jesse Voightschild.
Listen to that crowd.
There we go. There's a big-time ticket seller who wants to see Jesse Voightschild do well, but can Zach Davis play spoiler?
Zach Davis looks like he could be Strider's bigger brother.
Here we go. Voightschild, Davis, inside kick, southpaw orthodox, big spinning wheel kick from Davis.
Starts with a wheel kick.
Oh, big 1-2 from Davis, backs up Voightschild.
Voightschild with a nice body kick, swinging wildly.
Zach Davis doing a good job of keeping his distance there, using that longer reach to get to Voightschild.
Switch head kick from Davis, looks good. Continuously pushing Voightschild back.
Davis kind of headhunting a little bit.
Big left and right from Davis, trying to come forward. Voightschild with a big shot, and we're gonna go wrestling. Good stop by Zach Davis, keeping his hips out and away.
Yep, Voightschild took him all the way across the cage. Now they're back here to the center and break.
Good stop.
Takedown defense on point for Davis, just walking him down.
Yeah, Voightschild seemed to have maybe gotten poked in the eye or something there.
Davis has to do something again, change levels, shoot. Throw wild haymakers isn't gonna do it.
Voigt is keeping that eye closed.
Big poke in the eye, did not see what it was, but it was definitely on the exchange of the wrestling. Oh, Voightschild with some big shots coming forward, and we're gonna go to the ground.
Huge takedown there from Voightschild, looking to get top mount here. He's almost got that leg through, and he's got it.
Now he's in, now he's got to start raining down punches. He's in that top mount, but can Davis buck him off, turn himself to the cage, and get out of mount?
And as I said, Voigt is very strong, physically strong, but Davis does reverse it and get into the
Zach Davis does a good job of switching the position, now putting Voightschild on his back with his head up against the cage. Now, 1:15 left in the first round. You can see a little mouse on the outside of Voigtschild's right eye.
Both of these guys have landed pretty good blows to each other here so far in this first round. Both have expended a lot of energy, so we're going to see how that comes into play if we make it to the second.
Voigt attempting a scissor sweep.
Voigtschild's got to look to see he's got his guard open. Davis could pass if he wanted to, but he's listening to his corner, Drake Pope, keeping him pinned up against the cage. Let's try to get this to round two.
Voigtschild trying to sit up on the cage, which is a good idea.
Yeah, wall walk, try to stand up, but you're going to have to get out of closed guard. You need to get your back up against that cage and wall walk to stand up. Looks like a little bit of blood coming out of the eye of Voigtschild. Don't know if it's a cut or if it's from the possible eye poke.
Yeah, he definitely has a pretty good mouse there under that left eye. I believe the blood is just from like a scrape or so right now. It doesn't look to be busted open just yet.
He's
and that
still
left eye is still bothering him.
Very much so.
Right eye, apologize.
Jesse's a gamer and he's throwing heat.
We're going in between rounds. Voigtschild really has to get that eye under control. You see the spinning wheel kick from Davis, doing a good job of keeping his length and a good job of stopping that shot that really kind of changed the momentum of everything. Big flurry, and you can see that Voigtschild's just trying to find that pace, trying to figure out how fast it is. They're trying to get that eye cleared up and get ready for round two. The doctor's coming in to look at the eye.
Great first round. Saw both guys in that first round land some good shots. Voigtschild certainly doesn't look like he hasn't been in there before. Zach Davis with some great 1-2s, some great punches there too.
Like I said, if Voigtschild could get a little more wrestling experience, he's very, very physically strong.
They're still checking on that eye of Voigtschild in there. Doctor's in there looking at it.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful, especially with an eye. You know, sometimes you gotta take a wet towel or something and kind of give yourself a little bat to get out of it. But they're looking a deeper into that eye. The doctor says he's good and we're gonna continue to fight, but you can tell that it's still bothering Voigtschild.
Just a note on this fight, former GE fighter Garrett Mason in the corner of Voigtschild.
In the corner, Garrett was almost on this card. Voigtschild, unfortunately, has got one working eye, it seems like, so he's going to have to keep the fight in tight, get the takedown, and probably just try to grind this fight out. Oh, big knocks the mouthpiece out. Voigtschild's got to capitalize now. He knows that the fight is done.
He's going for it all.
Voigtschild needs to stand back up. He's having success on the feet.
He's got to pass around if he knows, or stand up. Exactly, he's got to watch out for the leg lock.
Make sure he doesn't get ankle picked here.
Double ankle lock. We're going to fight for ankles, see who's going to win.
Voightschild looks to have it locked in.
50-50. Both fighters need to slide back. Too high on both the calves on both fighters.
Both coaches yelling instructions to their fighter. Stuck in a 50-50. This is just pain right now.
Both are flat back. Neither has the angle. But what Voightschild, he's going the wrong way. He needs to go knee down.
Zach Davis looking to his corner, telling him what to do.
If I'm Voightschild, exactly this. I'm going to stand up, put my now punch. I don't know why Voigtschild's not punching. Just punch him in the face.
We've seen this in the Ethan TJ fight. Both guys just battling for position.
They're talking to each other, not
Zach Davis smiling at Voightschild.
That wasn't a smile, that was a grimace.
Voightschild might have one in and tight. You can see it in Davis's face.
Zach Davis looking to his corner for instruction, nods his head.
Same thing. I don't know why Davis isn't just kind of not standing up, but putting his foot flat on the ground, bringing the pressure forward, getting his hips up off the ground and punching in the face.
Voightschild just really needs to go belly down here.
You can definitely tell this is a position these fighters haven't been in before.
Voightschild should probably just let go of the position, stand up, kind of sprinter kick away, stand up and get around and turn and keep striking. What he's done is he's let Zach Davis back in the game. He had him on the feet, on his toes, all wobbly, and now we're just kind of moving back.
Zach Davis now looking to push Voightschild off, throwing some little bunny rabbit punches.
Zach Davis blowing a kiss to Jesse Voightschild, saying, that ain't nothing.
And Jesse says, here's something for you.
Yep.
Hear the roar of the crowd as Voightschild gets to his feet, starting to rain down ground and pound on Zach Davis.
That was an illegal kick.
Technically, yes, you're right. He was a grounded opponent. Zach Davis looking to play some octopus guard, but we're going to get stuck in north-south position. Ten seconds about left here in round number one. Or round number two, excuse me.
Oh my God.
Looking for some sort of scorpion type of...
That is the Dragon's Grip. Some pro wrestling submissions here today.
That is the...
and Zach Davis's mouth guard sent all the way outside of the cage from that shot earlier from Voightschild.
That's a first. Let's check out some of the replay here on livesportscaster.com. Jesse Voightschild putting his hands to his hips and saying, hey, we're going to go to town, throw some hands. But yeah, knocking Zach Davis's mouthpiece all the way out of the ring. But that Cobra crank or whatever you want to call it, that Josh Hinger setup at the end, what a big, and we got the doctor back into the cage with Voightschild checking out that eye.
So the good news for Voight now is that if this fight gets called now, it goes to judges' scorecard.
I'll be honest, guys, I've never seen any sort of attempted submission or anything like that, almost like a reverse.
It's fairly new. I want to believe it's illegal in IBJJF, but it's technically...
And you wonder if there's a few more seconds left in the round if he would have got him or not. But here we go to a third.
Here we go, final round, Voightschild, Davis, fight of the night possibility.
Let's see if Voightschild keeps the heat on them punches in this last round.
Voightschild looking for the big left hand, and he throws it again.
Almost the same as in the second round. He comes out, throws that big right, gets on top, has the guillotine in now. Gets top mount.
Davis needs to get out of this position in full mount. He needs to scoot his feet to the cage, help push off. He's looking for the big oompa, but he doesn't have any space to do so.
Voightschild controlling the neck.
Big oompa sweep, and Davis takes the top pressure. If we're thinking, if this goes to the judges' scorecards, you got to think we're 1-1 going into 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a judge right now in this one.
Voigtschild's got to get up off the ground. He can't concede this round. You can't think that laying on the ground and playing full guard is going to do me much. He has to win this round.
He has to scoot back, get the wall walk, and stand back up. He's having so much success with that straight left.
This is where that potential experience we were talking about before the start of the fight could come into play with Zach Davis having 2 fights, Voightschild having none. We're going to see what happens here.
And if Zach Davis stays on top for the next 1 minute and 42 seconds, you got to think that they're going to award it. So he's going to try to lay and pray. Jesse's got to start wall walking as he is now to try to get up and change this position.
Voightschild doing a good job so far, inching his back up that cage to be able to get to a position where he can stand up. Looking to go for a choke.
Armin guillotine is a possibility, but he's got to sit to that left hip.
He's going to stand up.
He's going to try to stand up, which he should explode right now. Shoot his hips back and cut the corner off to try to get out and around. Don't worry about a submission. Just stand up and get your leg out.
Zach Davis coming up with a single leg. Cage keeps him up.
Good sprawl from
Voightschild ends up on top.
And we've changed the position. So now Voightschild has a chance to be offensive.
Voightschild looking for a Darce choke.
He's going to have to get him on his side, though. It's going to be very hard to Darce or ninja choke as he lays flat.
There it is.
Zach Davis is flattened out.
But he's still in a good spot. Davis is doing the correct thing of laying flat. If he's up on his side, the choke is in. There is absolutely no choke for Voightschild in that position.
Voightschild looking over his corner, says to start punching, and he obliges.
Davis still has a single leg. What he has to do is start pulling it to himself and cutting the corner to stand up. Davis doing a good job of stepping over to the opposite side of the single leg that he has, keeping it across. He is up in the dominant position. Voigtschild's trying to land punches. 10 seconds left in this fight.
Voigtschild's definitely done more work this round.
Zach Davis looking to put a statement on the fight with the last couple of punches. Oh!
Fight of the night, 100%. These two guys went to war. Zach Davis, Jesse Voigtschild. What a matchup. I hate to be a judge for this one, guys.
Yeah, and win or lose, great job to Voightschild there. Definitely gave the hometown fans something to cheer about there.
Crazy, crazy fight. Like I said, he's physically strong, and he had a very, crowd.
Zach Davis getting booed right now, trying to pump up the crowd, gets the opposite reaction.
Voigt really corralled this fight. In my opinion, I think it's 2-1 Voigtschild due to the activity in the last round.
It's tough. That last round is going to be the difference maker, and how the judges score it. Is it the control on top for Davis? Is it the punching and the sprawling from Voigtschild? So 10-9, we're going to figure out who's going to come away, and either these fans are going to explode or they're going to boo this place out.
They're going to explode one way or another for sure.
Make it a draw.
But I would say Voigtschild there with both rounds 2 and 3 came out, definitely had the biggest punch of the fight, or punch of each round. And basically 2 and 3 were almost a carbon copy of each other.
We can hear the crowd getting behind Jesse Voigtschild. Zach Davis exchange pleasantries in the ring. We're going to find out as we wait for Kevin Bracken to get into the ring and figure out who's coming home with a victory.
I can't wait to hear this reaction.
Judges taking their time tallying the scorecards. You got to say right now, MMA fight of the night for sure.
So far, definitely.
I'm tired just watching, boys.
Fought with one eye for 3 rounds.
Exactly. Got to give that to Voigtschild. Fighting with one eye, his lead eye.
I just can't believe Zach Davis still has this much energy.
Kevin Bracken has entered the ring. We're going to find out if this crowd is going to be happy or angry.
Come on! Good Lord. Oh, wait. In this match, all 3 judges scored the card 29-28 for your unanimous decision. And picking up his first ever victory in his MMA debut, Jesse Voigtschild!
reaction from this crowd.
What a great fight.
You hear the chants of Jesse.
I think that might be the loudest I've ever heard them get.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Jesse Voightschild, making his MMA debut. Tell me, Jesse, how does this win feel with your supporters right here at your backside?
Man, it feels great. After that first round, he came out swinging hard. I didn't know. I couldn't really see a lot out of my eye. I started seeing like 3 of them, but we were able to get the job done. It feels good.
So, this is your debut. Tell us, what's next for you?
I don't know. I need to go get some food.
Thank you. Great performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Voightschild.
Jesse Voightschild with a big debut victory here, close enough to his hometown. He's out of Linton, Indiana.